Before it was the Muslims, it was the Irish and the black. Do you get me?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
do you get me? What I'm trying to, you're from Ireland, yeah?
Yeah.
If you're Irish, man, let me tell you something. My dad married an Irish woman. My dad married an Irish woman. I've got an Irish family, basically. My sister's half Irish, and so on and so on. But what I was going to say to you is this: is that we have a lot in common, because we both had to suffer the colonization of like the British Empire. Muslim people had to do so recently, and so did the Irish. What I'm saying is that in this country, Irish people in the 1900s, what's your name again, bro?
Right.
In the early 1900s in this country, Irish and black people were treated as a second tier.
I was brought up here. I'm 15.
Oh, really? I thought you were 27.
Look how triggered you are, bro. Look how triggered you are, because I'm backing up.
I'm not being rude. I'm not being horrible. It's good to see you.
Me too.
How triggered you are.
I need to go to the toilet.
No problem. But let me summarize what I'm saying. My friend. Look, I don't know, I can't remember that. But what? It's all online. I don't see it. There was like 30 people around me. But what I was going to say to you, look, for me, it was a bit disappointing, bro. It was disappointing, not for because look, I consider you as my people in a sense, yeah? We're all British. At the end of the day, we have different cultural dispositions. Look, I understand. Get it, but I get it. But when you associate and align yourself with people like preachers, which I consider are an offense to my community, then what happens is I start thinking that you're part of that discourse. So I'm not saying that you are, but if you say that I'm Tommy Robinson's fan or whatever, for me that's just like, okay, so imagine if I say I'm Anjem Chowdhury's fan. What are you going to say about me? Do you get me? If I say I support Anjem Chowdhury.
Yeah, but has Tommy ever incited violence? Has he ever incited terrorism? He's not. He's Tommy.
Yeah, no, I get it, but he's offensive to us.
But he's offensive to you.
Yeah, he's offensive.
Because you don't like what he stands for, yeah?
No, exactly, but here's the thing.
Anjem Chowdhury's incited violence.
No
He's
problem.
incited
No
terrorism.
problem.
You've gone from one scale to another.
No, I'm not.
Tommy Robinson
let me explain.
in the same conversation or even the same sentence as Anjem Chowdhury.
Fine. Get someone else who's not Andrew. Get someone else.
No, but you just brought
Fine.
Mohammed, you just brought that.
Fine.
You
I'm with you.
Tommy Robinson and Anjem Chowdhury
in the same
sentence.
Let's not.
No, Tommy's never incited violence. He's never incited racism. He's not even incited Islamophobic.
Yeah, come
see? I'll walk away in truth.
He's going to walk away in
truth. I've got to go to the toilet.
But listen, bro, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
What I'm coming to you.
But how can Anjem Chowdhury be in the same sentence as...
Forget him. Forget Anjem Chowdhury.
But you did mention it, though.
Okay, I'm with you. Listen to me.
No, but for that to be in your mind, that is your mindset.
Well, let me explain.
Tommy has ever incited violence? Has he ever incited violence?
Not in the direct ways that Anjem Chowdhury.
In what way, then?
In an indirect way, my
tell me...
Because look, let me explain something to you.
Tell me. No, I want enlighten me.
All right, fine. The language that Tommy Robinson uses, yeah? And not only just him...
Give me one sentence.
One sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
Yeah, come on, please, hit me with it.
All right, so let me give you a racial sentence. Let me give you a racial sentence after I took offense to you, yeah? He said one time in one of his interviews, Tommy Robinson, he said about Somalian people, that they're like aliens. And he said about a British black person that he should go back to his country, even though he was black and British black.
And where was that said?
That was said on his social media, which I've got as proof. You can go to my Instagram.
Show me that.
All right, no problem.
I think the fact it was a
Can you get it? Can you get it? Now, that kind of language for me, being an African myself, yeah, I'm an Arab African, but do you get me? Forget about Islam for now. There's a bigger cultural problem. For me, I think he's a racist. When he was in his car, he made a video talking about London has changed. Yeah,
it has changed.
But what he's talking about is that it's become non-white. That's what he's talking about. Do you get me?
That's not racial, really, is it?
No, it is. Of course it's racial. What I'm saying is that he sees that as a negative thing. What I'm saying to you is that, look, British is not equivalent to white.
Yeah.
It's not equivalent. Now you have black British people. Now you have Arab British people. Do you get me?
On that note, I'll stop you, right? I'll stop you. If you look around you today, what would you say the population in this park is right now, today?
This park?
No, forget colour.
What? Then what are you talking about?
Forget colour.
Religion?
Religion.
I said there's a lot of Muslims here.
Right. In a percentage, what would you say?
The thing is, this area,
hang on,
I don't know,
I'm asking you
60%. 60.
No, I would say you're being modest there.
Maybe 70. I don't know.
I would say you're being even more modest.
What do you think, bro? You're
I
here
would
all the
say
time.
95% Islamic.
No, come on. There's a lot of Christians here, bro.
Yes.
No,
and the statistics are done.
No,
the committee every week.
No, I don't know about
85
that.
to 90.
No, I don't think 90. Well, bro, let me tell you something. London's a cosmopolitan area, man.
But no, I don't see.
So what? Who cares though?
Since when is number of people in Speaker's Corner defining the population?
No, but let me. What it comes down to is, ladies, right, would like to come to this corner every week and have their say.
And they've never been prevented,
but they feel
though.
intimidated, right? I'll
Why,
tell you
though?
why. I'll tell you why. Because
Yeah.
a lot of people from Islamic cultures, oppress the women.
Oh, come on.
No, it's.
All
hang on,
right,
look
fine.
in
There are a
the
lot of
park.
people from non-Islamic cultures.
I see it every week. Right, we've got one Jewish lady, the last lady standing in the park.
What's your name?
Red Cup.
Red Cup, listen, do you know how many women get beaten up by their husbands? You know Stella? You know what Stella's known for?
Yes.
What's it known for? Wife beating drink. Why? Because when they're
That's
taking
one person, Ali. One person.
the drink Stella is known for wife beaters. You know why? Because you know why? Because when their team loses in a football match, they go home and beat their wives. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Would they say no?
Stereotype that.
Crazy. Oh look,
No, we can talk about that.
Of course it does.
I've got Stella here. I haven't got no wife to beat.
Madam, can you stop
That's exactly what we're
stop touching me?
I wouldn't hit a woman.
Okay, can I
A
say
woman
something?
hit me.
Look,
all
argument's
day.
sake. Let's say, can I say something? Argument's sake, in the Quran it tells us.
Ali, you're making a fool,
It
right?
does not say in the Quran that men can beat the wives.
Madam, can I speak?
Let Ali finish his
I look
Let's
around the
suppose,
park today.
let's suppose,
Go
can I
on.
speak?
Look, let Ali finish his
Let's
sentence.
suppose, argument's sake,
Yeah.
Islam tells us to beat our wives. What's your excuse? No, let's suppose argument's sake. In the Quran it tells us, it doesn't, we can beat our wives. You don't believe in the Quran. No, I'm not saying you.
No,
but generally
I've read the Quran. I've smoked the Quran.
Okay, what I'm saying is the following. We have an excuse. Apparently we can beat our wives. Then why is the vast majority of a lot of women get beaten up by their husbands because their football team loses?
Well, I don't agree.
What's your
I've never been
excuse?
to a football match in my life,
And the
and
man
I've never
can
raised
be
my hand to a
taken
woman.
to court.
Simple.
Yeah, but
And fine.
he's got a point here.
You're
Look,
missing the point.
can I tell you what he says? He's making a point.
In Sharia
But what's
courts,
your name again?
It's allowed
What's the whatever?
for men to beat their wives.
No.
Yes, it is.
Look.
Sharia law allows men to beat
But before
their
he's
wives.
making.
Of course it does.
Listen, I
Come on,
want to ask a question.
come on.
Can I ask a
If a
question?
man was to beat his
Hello.
wife,
Hello.
take him to court.
Hello. He's made a point. Yeah, he said that. He said, just deal with his point because you're conflating sociological and religious discourse. Let me tell you why. He's saying that. Let's go with the sake of argument that Quran says that. Yeah. He's saying let's go with that. He's saying that. Look, first of all, what evidence do you have that Muslim men are more prone to doing that than non-Muslim men? Number two is, how can you explain the fact that you have a domestic violence issue in non-Muslim communities?
Every 90
So why?
seconds
So
a
why?
woman gets beat.
Yeah, every night. So why is it specified to the Muslim community then? If it's an issue with human beings, right?
So I'm asking a question. Every 90 seconds,
It's got nothing to
a
do with
woman-
Sharia.
a
If
woman
it's
gets-
a non-Muslim, isn't it?
In this country, every 90 seconds, a woman gets beat by her husband or a boyfriend. I'm saying, argument's sake, we Muslims, our book tells us to do it. What's your excuse? Why are you beating your wife?
Listen, I've never been. Right.
He makes a good point there, doesn't
Ali,
he?
I've already said that, right?
Not you, I'm saying.
I've never been to a football match, right? I don't have a wife to beat, yeah? I drink.
Oh, so if you did, you would?
No,
I'm
I
joking.
I wouldn't raise a hand to a woman.
Okay.
But when
But Tommy Robinson did. He was caught by an undercover officer and
I
he beat the
don't
officer in
believe
his
it.
Paul Gogan.
Where'd you read that? News of the
Whoa,
world.
whoa,
I've
no,
got Paul Gogan.
I've got a good one. 1 second.
unbelievable.
One second. Can I have this statement? Just give me 30 seconds.
Why did you bring
Yeah.
Tommy into
I'm going to give you three
Yeah,
instances.
yeah.
Avi Yemeni caught throwing a chopping board to his wife's head.
Chopping board?
Chopping board.
No way.
Number two,
Oh,
Paul
no.
Golding was locking up Jada. You know Jada?
Oh,
Yeah,
locking.
yeah.
What was Jada
my
saying?
God.
Jada was saying.
Oh
listen,
my
listen.
God, look.
Jada was saying. Listen.
Independent. Say no more.
Hijab. Jada was telling me, shake my hand. I did not want to touch her.
Yeah.
Guess what? Paul Golding was touching her, beating her up in the wrong way, touching her in the wrong way,
I don't believe
locking her up. It was a
He's
documentary.
an MMA fighter as well.
Yes. Imagine a woman. And
Oh my God.
Jada was telling us the wife beaters. And Tommy
No-
Robinson.
no way.
Tommy Robinson got caught assaulting his wife. And
No way.
on the
Is
cover
this
of
true?
Daddy.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish.
They all got convicted.
What?
Paul Golding got convicted.
Did Tommy get
Robinson-
convicted?
Yes,
No.
Yes, it's in
What,
the
for-
record.
for what?
For assaulting his wife.
Show me.
Yes, no problem. Yes, we've got it. We've got it.
Wait a minute, man. Come on, now you got to be fair, right?
I'm going to be fair.
Do you condemn that? Do you condemn Paul Golding, Tommy Robinson, Avi Yemeni?
I like Evie.
You like someone that throws shopping with his wife's head?
I don't believe that.
Okay, watch this.
I don't believe
Evie.
that. I like Evie. He stood up to you.
You're not going to like him now.
He stood up to you.
I don't think he stood that.
It's the top thing. Avi Yemeni wife. Avi Yemeni spokesman for Tony Robinson convicted for assaulting his
Show me,
ex-wife.
brighten it. I'm a bit blind in my twilight years.
Okay.
Bro, he wants to see all these things.
She
man.
described
No,
being.
it's not that. I'll look it up later.
This is Avi Yemeni's wife. She described being terrorized
maybe you might
and
have given
feeling
it
like. Sorry, it's like she
but
described
it-
being terrorized and feeling like just a vessel for his hatred.
None of the British papers.
A Jewish man.
You come round a little bit.
He's a giant. He's a giant. He's a giant.
Look.
I've been seeing it for a long time.
Look. Avi Yemeni, also known as social media as Israel Avi, was convicted and fined at Morabin Magistrates Court. He was also convicted on the charge of using carriage services, sending electronic
Do you know what I
communications
can put that down to?
harass his wife.
If it
Yeah,
is
let's
true,
say
which I
this.
And do
did
you know how
doubt
much
it.
Yeah,
money
it's
she
Probably
please.
got to say
post-traumatic
that?
distress.
She got
I'm
money
really
for
looking
it.
at it.
Post-traumatic distress.
If I beat my wife and I said post-traumatic,
Hang on.
Come on, bro,
The man
man.
has been on the front line, Abby.
Come
Yeah,
on.
he's a little warrior.
so that gives him a right to
So,
beat his
so
wife.
not
I'm
only
not
getting thrown
saying
in
that.
shopping thing.
People make mistakes.
I'm saying
Let the
if
guys
it
go.
happened, and I doubt it happened, if, there must be a reason
He got
behind
done
it.
in Australia.
No, I don't believe
Can I
that.
ask you a question? Be honest. If you heard Ali Dawah punch
you
his
ever
wife
been
in the
of
face,
it?
would you say, come on, Ali, maybe it's
How many
he was
wives?
traumatized at the
Hang
freedom of
on.
speech event. Yeah,
Ali Dawah. Which wife are we talking about? You got 7.
Let's suppose I have 4.
No, it's 4 and 3 concubines,
How
no?
many wives you got now? No, while we're on this subject, how many wives have you got now? Come on, Ali.
Let's do
Eyeliner. He's got eyeliner on, by the way.
It's irrelevant.
You don't wear eyeliner, do you? Do you wear eyeliner? Do you wear eyeliner?
Massive
I don't wear eyeliner.
No, he's got eyeliner on.
No, it looks like that.
Now, come on, you
It's
said...
sunnah anyway, no problem. I do it before I come to the bar. Do you look? Let's suppose if you heard that I hit my wife, would you give me good excuses or would you go for me?
No, I would ask if it's true or not true.
Okay, and if you find that it's true, would you say post-traumatic disorder?
No, I wouldn't. I
would you
don't
say?
believe what I read in the newspapers.
Okay, if you hear about Ali
you
Dawah-
believe what you see in the newspapers. You
Okay.
believe.
Well,
I
Paul
believe
Golding,
only if I
though.
see it with my
Paul
own eyes.
Golding, he got charged by looking up Jada in not
Why are you bringing Paul Golding into this?
because
I don't-
they are the ones who are telling us we hit our wives and they're the ones that are beating their girlfriends up.
But I didn't bring up Paul Golding. You did.
No, but she said that we beat our wives up apparently. And I'm saying Paul Golding,
No, what
Avi
I'm
Yemeni.
saying is,
No, what I'm
Sharia
saying
law
is-
allows you to do it.
What I'm saying is, right, can I ask you a question? A serious question.
Yeah, sure.
Right, you know in Saudi Arabia, yeah? Why do Islamic women walk around in a black attire as opposed to white? Being with the sun, yeah? If the sun draws to the black, yeah? And you remember when we was kids with the magnet? You know, the cloth and the magnet? It attracts the sun a lot quicker. Wouldn't it be more beneficial to put the women in the... is there a reason for that?
It's just what they wear, isn't it?
No, but do you not think
you
Saudi
got a
Arabia is
problem
very
with
hot? No, I just thought of
No,
it.
they
When
just
I
do
see the
themselves.
ladies around the park today,
Yeah.
right? The husband in front, the 6 wives behind, you know.
It's only 4 allowed.
Well,
man.
no,
How do you know
over
it's
there.
not the
Go and have a
family?
look. Put your camera up now and focus over there. Right? There's a lot of Islamic women.
Where's the 6 wives?
We've seen it
Show
over
me,
there.
show me. 6 wives.
Right, all right, we've seen the number of ladies looking behind them. But they're all in black attire, yeah?
Okay.
And it's okay in this country, yeah? But in a hot country, do you not think it's...
Yeah, maybe they should wear something a little bit lighter, brother.
No, but have you ever seen one of your wives?
So what's the issue?
In England, we're hardly nothing when it's freezing cold.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's a good point. Thank you. Like, do you know? I'm not gonna lie, Ali. I want to tell him something. Sorry. I walk in the street.
That's it, because we
Yeah, you can. So they can as well. Though.
Because we can wear what we want.
Show me, Ali.
They can wear it, they want to wear black.
He admitted himself.
Yeah, but he's not my
We're not
cup of tea,
oppressed.
you know?
It's not your cup of tea. You don't like him. Why
They're
not?
wearing black, they're proud.
Come on, he's supporting him, Britain. Come on.
I support Tommy because he's a truth teller.
But he's not Irish. Pro-Irish. He's not pro-Irish.
Tommy's from Irish descent.
Tommy's
Who said that?
Irish. Tommy's Irish. How about if I connect him to the IRA?
He's not connected to the IRA.
No, but he's not
Why
pro-Ireland,
am
is
I
he?
connected to these
No,
attacks that happen?
hang on. Jeremy Corbyn's connected to the IRA. Come on.
really.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is.
No.
He's a
Tommy's
scumbag.
Irish.
He's
from
Irish
Ireland.
descendant, yes.
If I was to come and say these attacks that happened in the IRA, recently they were sending some parcels to certain places. Why if I connected that to Tony Robinson? Would it be fair? Would it be fair for me to connect that to Tommy
I'm
Robinson?
not connecting you to anything, am I?
Well, he is.
Have
Because
I
every
connected
Muslim,
you to-
enemy
But you do dox his address, though.
combatants behind me.
But you do set out people's address.
And
You'll
also,
probably dox me
he'll
tonight.
say-
I'm scared of you two.
We were
No, I
being up
come
in the
in
freedom of
peace.
speech event. We was running for our life. Martin Selner, who the attacking Christchurch attacker, he donated $500 to Martin Selner's organisation, which Tommy Robinson came here to read his letter. You condemn that?
I was there that day.
You
Yes.
condemn it? He was connected to Martin Selner. Martin Selner read, Tommy Robinson read his speech. Imagine me reading a speech from ISIS, Abu Bakr Baghdadi, and he comes here and I say, guys, this is the speech. What would I be told? Be
Hey,
honest.
but Ali, a lot of people would say there that the same way as some people were inspired by that speech, a lot of people are inspired by the Quran to do things like that.
No,
as
no,
well,
but this is what I'm
which you
trying to say.
condemn.
You can't. That's the issue. We're saying that for you to come and say you're inspired by this verse, you need to bring
I don't-
evidence.
I feel rude.
When I challenged Tommy Robinson, he was on the morning show.
But I think there's a more fundamental
Look,
problem.
I'm dying for a wee-wee, yeah?
All right, cool.
And I've been dying for a long time.
Do your thing.
I don't want to say piss, but God bless Tommy, yeah? Yeah? And
Bro, come on, man. Let me tell you something, man.
You're a liar.
I think that you're a better guy than Tommy Robinson, man.
no,
You-
I support Tommy.
Look,
'cause
look,
he's
look,
a
look.
truth teller.
Look.
You tell
look.
me otherwise, right?
I don't
and I'll
ca-
walk away. Right? He's not an answer.
Come on, bro, man.
Right?
Don't be.
Don't believe his father.
Look, who cares about him? What's he doing for you,
If
bro?
it's my world,
What's
they
he
put
doing
him
for
in a
you, bro?
castle, right, surrounded by his angels.
All right, cool.
Simple.
Anyways,
Take
go
care.
to the toilet, my
Take
friend.
care.
See you later, man. A lot of them just need a. Oh, sorry.